Suppose instead of trying to determine what are the differences or what are the associations between um, uh, a pair of variables and another pair of variables. So say instead of trying to look at what are the associations between um, presence of children and vacation type, that is, those with children, what types of vacations they take, and those without children, what types of vacations they take. What if instead we wanted to look at um, a single dimension of one of those variables? So in other words, what if we wanted to just say, for example, of those with children, is there a significant difference between of those with children who go to Disney and of those with children who go to the beach? Or you could say of those who go to the beach, so excluding those who go to Disney, how many have children and how many do not? So if you wanted to do it that way, it's the same test. So you'll go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, and Crosstabs. You'll still choose the variables that you want to compare. So here we want to compare, let's say, children in our rows and vacation type in our columns. Okay, we're going to set everything else up the same as we did before. Okay, chi-square, we'll get our nominal phi and Kramer's v, contingency coefficient as a comparison, and we'll also collect the correlations. In the cells, we want our observed, our expected, right? Because we want to compare between the two. We'll get all of our percentages, and we'll collect the unstandardized residuals. You'll notice there's also this option up here that I selected last time. So this is the z-test or z-test box. And what this will do is allow you to make those column proportion comparisons. So here it's not comparing the counts. It's not saying how many with children went to Disney and versus how many without children went to Disney, for example. Here we're actually going to see the proportions. So the proportions are different because we might have, of a certain number, many who did a certain thing, or of a certain number, few who did a certain thing. And the count itself might stay the same. So we're going to select that. It's essentially a t-test if you think about it, or an f-test depending on the number of variables that you're comparing. But yeah, we're going to click on that, compare column properties, and we will adjust the p-values using what's called the Bonferroni method. Okay. So when we hit continue and OK, we can scroll down to our bar chart and make sure that things look as it's a good idea to select it, right? So if you forget a box, you always double check. So make sure this way we display the clustered bar charts. We'll hit OK. Scroll down and now it's there. So here it is. So here we have our bar chart where we're comparing presence of children with versus without and which type of vacation that they're taking, either a beach in blue or Disney in green. Okay, but let's say, for example, so let's scroll up to our cross tabulations table. So by adding in that z-test, we have added these little subscript letters. You see the little a and little b beside our counts. Okay, and that happens for all count columns except the totals. So for comparison, the a and the b tells us that these proportions are significantly different from one another. That is 12 of those who go on a beach vacation, 12 are with children, and then of those who go on a Disney vacation, 54 are with children. That's saying of those with children, the number that go on a beach vacation is significantly different from those who go on a Disney vacation. And we can do the same here, without. Of those without children, there is a significantly different proportion between those who go on a beach vacation and those who go on a Disney vacation. If you wanted to do it by vacation type, so you wanted to know of those who go on a beach vacation, how many are with and without, you simply go back to Analyze, Crosstabs, and we'll reverse these. So we'll move children to our columns and vacation type to our rows, hit OK, and now we can say, of those who took a beach vacation, there is a significantly proportionate difference between those who are with children and those who are without. And then of those who took a Disney vacation, there's a significant difference between those there's a significant difference in the proportions between those who have children and those who do not. Okay, so those are that's one way that you can compare the means, the proportions more accurately of the various categories within a specific variable.